What's going on, guys? ElChupaGoat here, and today we're going to be covering the little teaser that Call of Duty left us in the multiplayer reveal. This was a little 11-second, I think, clip that was left right at the end of the multiplayer trailer. I don't think anybody was really expecting it, but I'm super glad that they gave it to us. It actually gives us tons and tons of information crammed in that 11-second clip of zombies and what it's going to be like this year. The first thing that you'll notice is in the sound, you can hear the Juggernaut theme song. So this most likely means that the old perk system is back. No more BO4 perk system. I don't think many people liked that. I, for one, did not. So it's really good news that the old perk system is most likely back. And obviously take everything that we learn here with a grain of salt. Things could change closer to when it releases, but that's most likely the case. So moving on, if you scroll a little bit further, go frame by frame, you'll see some letters. It looks like it could spell project something. I don't know what the second word is, but the first word looks like it has a K. So it could be German or Russian. If it's German, that would be sick, because everybody loves Nazi zombies. So hopefully that will be back. Moving on, the next frame, we can see the character walking into a room by a staircase, and this staircase looks pretty familiar. You guys probably recognize it, but I'm almost 100% certain that this is the staircase in the help room in Nocturne Toten. But it's pretty much confirmed that Nocturne Toten is going to be in the new Black Ops Zombies in some fashion. But what does this mean? Does this mean that we're getting multiple storylines? Could this be possibly the Dark Aether storyline? That would be sick. I would actually love to see that. It's pretty cool that they did that. Next, you'll see a purple dark matter arrow, probably leading to power. Arrows historically in zombies have always led to power. But this looks a little bit different than what we're used to. We're usually used to a white arrow leading to power, but this one is purple dark matter, it looks like. So that could also mean that this is the Dark Aether. A few things like that could change, so that would make sense. The next thing you'll notice is a mysterious cord going up the stairs. What I think is that this could be to a teleporter, just like you see in Kino. You see the mainframe linked to the teleporter. There's obviously a wire connecting the two, and I think this could possibly be that. If it is that, it does have an implication that this is not just Nocturne Toten. That probably means that this is part of a much bigger map, because obviously you'll not need to teleport if you're Nocturne Toten. It's just way too small, unless you get teleported to Pack-a-Punch to like a different location or something like you do in Kino. But anyway, moving on, if you skip to the next frame, you'll see what looks like to be a face. It's covered in red. It could be a zombie face. It could be one of the characters. But my hunch is that this could be Richtofen, right? It does look like Richtofen if you look at the outline. The hat that Richtofen wears, it's consistent with. But if this is Richtofen, that is huge, absolutely huge for zombies, because that definitely confirms, if it is indeed him, that the Aether is coming back in some fashion. Like I said, could be Dark Aether, could be a parallel universe. Who knows? Treyarch has said in the past that it's definitely not going to continue the Aether storyline. But if this does happen, that's pretty awesome, because obviously everybody loves Richtofen. He is one of the most beloved characters in all of zombies history. So if they start the next Black Ops with him, I think that's a big win. It's a big plus for everybody. So if you skip to the next couple frames, you'll see what is a person. It looks like a female, although I could see it being male. Not really sure. But what this probably is the first playable character that we've seen in the new zombies mode. Other than that, you can't really tell much about the person. So the next part of the video, the first thing that you'll notice is a monkey bomb. So yes, monkey bombs are confirmed. They're coming back in Black Ops Cold War. They were not part of the Chaos storyline. They were not part of any other storylines other than the main Aether storyline. That's just another piece of evidence that kind of insinuates that this does have something to do with the Aether. So the next thing you'll notice is what looks like to be a nuke or a rocket in the background. We're not really sure which one that is. We've never seen any zombies maps with a nuke in them. So this probably means that this is a new map, or maybe a new part of a map. And next you can see a purple dark matter arrow again, just like you saw in the knocked room. So this is probably going to be pretty consistent throughout the whole Black Ops Cold War zombies mode. What we normally get is a white arrow leading to power. This could mean maybe it is an alternate universe, but then again, it could also not lead to power. It could lead to something else. But what we know so far, what we've known historically in zombies, is that it does in fact lead to power. In the next frame, what you can see is most likely Weaver from Black Ops 1. This could mean that the campaign players are used in zombies as well. What role could he play? Could he be a villain? Could he be a playable character? Maybe both? But this definitely could mean that the campaign characters are also using zombies. This would be a little weird for us. I don't think this has ever happened in Call of Duty history. Would you guys like to see that or no? I'm not really sure how that would play out. The next thing you'll notice is a zombie in a hazmat suit. Hazmat suits are associated with the CDC in Nuketown. They're also associated with the grief mode in Transit. Another thing I'll draw your attention to is a green striped barrel, which we see a lot of in Transit. We see a lot of barrels in Transit. There's been a lot of people saying that they think that this map is Transit, but there's also a lot of people saying, no, that's impossible. If you look at the power hub, it is nowhere near identical to the one in Transit. You'll notice further along the line in this video, you'll notice that the zombies are really far down the staircase. Like the staircase goes really far down, and that's atypical of what you would see in Transit. But what I would assume, what my prediction is that this is actually the area under the power room in Transit. This could be the unplayable room in Transit, but they may have just allowed us to go further. Personally, I think that would be pretty sick. I would love to see Transit remastered. I think the game had a lot of potential. I think it was just ruined by the engine of BO2. And I think that if you add a map like Transit into the engine of Black Ops Cold War, I think it could be a completely different map. I think it could be way more fun than it was in Black Ops 2. So I would be really excited if that was that. There have also been leaks saying that there is going to be Transit release at some point in Black Ops Cold War, and this could be it. The next thing you'll notice is if I move on, you can see the zombies down the staircase. Like I said earlier, there's a bunch of them here, and they're in what looks like to be either German or Russian uniforms. This would be consistent with the Cold War vibe going on. I've heard it said that zombies could be closely related to the campaign. So who knows? Moving on, the last zombie shown here, the one that swipes our character and kills him, he looks a lot more like a typical Black Ops zombie than the ones down in the staircase. One thing to note about this zombie is that he does have yellow eyes. So this would normally mean that Samantha is in control of the zombies, because typically in the Black Ops world, if the zombies' eyes are blue, that means Richtofen is in control of zombies, and if they're yellow, that means that Samantha is in control. But that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, because if you look at BO3, some zombie eyes were yellow and nobody was in control of them. But that's pretty much all that I can get from this little sneak peek. If you guys saw anything that I missed, please let me know down in the comment section below. I'll definitely be covering more Cold War stuff when the trailer, like official trailer, comes out. I'll definitely be right on top of that. So please subscribe if you guys want to see more content like this, and give me some ideas below on what else you guys would like to see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching.